Good morning, Lasya. Good morning, Vishrat. Good morning, Arnit. I'll just wait for 2 minutes, then I'll start the class. Okay? Before that, you can all take out your classworks. Take out your classworks and write. Keep ready with everything. Today's date. I didn't give any notes from computer's memory, right? So before that, did I? Yes. Evolution of computers I have given. Okay. So computer memory full I have to give. First, we'll complete course book. Last year, take page number 12, beta. Once. Course book. Everyone, did I finish that? Section B, second one. So full over. So that part course book is over. Okay. So this yesterday's I have to give you. Okay. Yes, I'll start the class. Once again, I'll just recap yesterday's topic. Full computer memory, I'm just recap. I'll just have a recap. Yes. Now see children, uh, computer memory. You all know that why a computer needs memory, because whatever we are giving the information, it needs to be stored somewhere. So that is nothing but memory of the computer. So memory is divided into two: primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory is the main memory where the data is stored temporarily, right? So, and that is of two types again, RAM and ROM. RAM is read-only memory, whereas RAM is random access memory, ROM read-only memory. RAM, like it's a volatile memory, volatile in the sense not permanent, it's temporary. When the data remains in the RAM till the computer is on. Once the computer is switched off or shut down, the data gets lost. Whereas coming to read-only memory is a permanent memory. Whatever the data is stored, it remains. It is a non-volatile memory. So even when the computer is turned off, the data remains safe in ROM, right? And secondary memory, why do we need secondary memory? Because we need secondary memory in order to uh, save the data for the future use, right? So we know that primary memory is not permanent, so we need some permanent memory to store the data. So that is nothing but secondary memory. Coming to types of ROM, we have three types of ROMs: PROM, EEPROM, and double EEPROM: programmable read-only memory, erasable read-only memory, and electrically erasable read-only, programmable read-only memory, right? What is programmable read-only memory? Programmable read-only memory is programmed by user, that we know that, and it is not erasable. We cannot erase the data in PROM. Where coming to EEPROM, that all the ROMs are programmed by user, but the difference is PROM we cannot erase. EEPROM we can erase only when we expose the data to the UV light, right? And double EEPROM is electrically erasable memory, means we can erase the data only electrically. Secondary memory is also, we have types of secondary memories. Secondary memory is a permanent memory, right, which saves all the data permanently into the computer. It is necessary to save our work or any kind of information, means whatever we do, that is to be saved, right? Other than it's no use. So for that case, we are using secondary memory. So every computer has a hard disk inbuilt in it. So that hard disk is nothing but the best secondary memory, and it has large storing capacity compared to primary memory, and it is also a backup means keeping the data safe for the future, keeping backup, saving the data. So these are all types of secondary memory. We have floppy disk, CD, hard disk, pen drive, USB flash drive. All these are examples of secondary memory. ROM is nothing but data that is written by the manufacturer and cannot be modified. In CD-ROM, we cannot modify the data or we cannot erase the data. It is of two types, CDR and CDRW. CDR means we can write only once in CDR and we cannot change it. Whereas our CDRW, we can write any times, right? It can be rewritable. CDRW means rewritable. Clear, children? And DVD, Blu-ray, these are also the modified forms of CD. Compared to CD, they have more storage capacity. The data can be stored for a long time. And how to measure computer memory? Computer memory we can measure. What is the basic measuring unit of a computer memory? Byte, right? So computer understands only one language, that is binary language, which is written in zeros and one. 0 and 1 are the binary numbers, right? And also known as bits. So 0 and 1 are called binary numbers. They are also known as bits. And the language which we use in writing, we used to write with the help of 0 and 1 is nothing but machine language or binary language, right? So these are all the basic units of. Is it clear, children, everyone? Right? Done? Any doubts? I'm just unmuting everyone. Just in
Yes, ma'am.
computer memory, is it clear, everyone? Types of computer memory and everything is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I go forward?
Ma'am.
So shall I go to the course book
Yes,
exercises?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, then take out here page number 17, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Take out page number 17. I hope everyone are having course books, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Manaswini, you have purchased the books?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. Right. Start writing, children. First, they have given true or false. RAM, example of non-volatile memory.
All.
Yes, RAM is an example of, it is a volatile memory actually, right? So, false. Right there, false. You can write F. First one is false. Clear? Next one, EEPROM is a type of RAM memory. Yeah, it is not a type of RAM, it is a ROM, right? So that is also false. Next, information stored on an EEPROM can be erased by exposing it to UV light, right? So that is true, right? We can erase in EEPROM with the help of Shishira, page number 17. Shishira, page number 17. Clear? Yes. First one is false, second one is false, third one is true. And D, CD stands for computer disk. Is CD computer disk? What is the full form of CD? What is the full form of CD?
Compact disc.
Yes, compact disk, not computer disk. It is compact disk. So false. And E, data can be read and written using RAM. Can we read and write data in RAM? No. So that is false. Yes, false. CDs are also known as optical discs. Yes, that is true. They are also called as optical discs. They look like mirror, right? CDs look like mirror. So that is nothing but optic. So they are called optical discs. That is true. RAM is a type of external memory. Yes, right? It comes inbuilt, right? True. That is also true. Finally, primary storage is located in the monitor. Yes?
RAM is inbuilt. You said no, ma'am.
Yes, ma?
How it will become external memory?
Oh, sorry. Right. That is false. Internal. Yeah. RAM is an internal memory, Emma, not external memory. So, which one is that? G1 is false. Good, Himesh. I'll repeat. I repeat this one. Everything from the beginning. First one is false. Make it clear, everyone. Second one is also false. Third one is true. Fourth one is false. Fifth one is also false. Sixth one is true, false, and false. Primary storage is located in the CPU, right? Not in the monitor. So false, true, true, false. Right? Now this one you have to write. You can write there only. I'm sharing the whiteboard. I'll write. You can write. Yes. Write short note on the following. First one is A1 is DVD ROM. So
Ma'am, one still true or false? No, ma'am.
Yes. False, false.
False, false.
True, false.
True, false.
False, true.
False, true.
False, true. Sorry, false, false.
Okay, ma'am.
Right? Yes, now I have to write about DVD ROM. DVD ROM. First, we have to write the full form of this. Digital versatile disk. Read only memory. Any doubts, you can raise your hands. I'll unmute you, okay? It can hold around 4.7 GB of data. And DVD ROMs are random access devices that look similar to CD but holds data more than CD. ROM, read-only memory, is programmed during the manufacture, during the manufacturing process. The information once written cannot be changed. Yes, write fast. Any doubts, you can raise your hands. Write fast. Yes, children, completed. Is everything clear? Are you writing, ma?
No, ma'am.
You are able to understand, right? Any doubts?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, will you write?
Understood.
Will you make it fast?
Yes, ma'am. Not 5 minutes. Ma'am.
Okay. And I will send this classwork, whatever the questions are there, I will send you to the through MCB, ma. Okay, you check it and you can write in your classworks because
Okay,
we
ma'am.
don't have time. Okay, again last Friday, next week, last Friday, Saturday means you'll be having this team one, sorry, unit and assessment, right, on the next month, that Monday, right? So I can't give. We have to take revision on that 2 days. So we have no time. That's why I will send through MCB. Is it clear?
Okay, ma'am.
I will write and I will send you through MCB. And
Okay.
after that, you write it in your classwork. So tomorrow you have GAT. Okay. After that, you are free, and Sunday also you have time, so you can complete the classwork. Is it clear? Yeah, for tomorrow's test, everybody is ready.
Completed.
Are you ready for tomorrow's exam? GAT.
Yes, ma'am.
I told you already that I think it's for 15 marks, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, 10. What is that? Multiple choice and true or false. I think I did.
12, ma'am.
Ma?
10 to 12 timings.
Yeah, timings, or not timings, questions. 10 MCQs and true or false, I think I gave. Okay. No, 10. 10 true or false and 5 MCQs I have given. Okay. Read carefully. Everything will be from your course book only.
Ma'am, what is MCQ?
Multiple choice.
Okay.
Is it completed, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I go to the next page?
No, ma'am. No, yes, ma'am. You can erase.
1 minute. Make it fast. I will go to next page.
Yes.
Okay. So if you have the facility of
Okay,
taking
ma'am.
screenshots, you can take. If you are not able to finish,
Take screenshot. Okay.
right? I'm going to next page.
Ma'am, 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute. Only 1 minute I will wait. I'll go to next page.
Now time is 10:09. In 1 minute. In 10:10 you should complete. Not 10:09, 10:08. 10:08. Ma'am, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm going to next page. Secondary memory. Next one is secondary memory. We know that secondary memory is a permanent memory. It is a permanent memory which saves all the data permanently. It is a permanent memory which saves all the data permanently. It is necessary to save our work or any kind of information into the computer system. For future computer system permanently for future use. That is why it is essential to have a secondary memory. Right. Yes, secondary memory, it is a permanent memory which saves all the data permanently. It is necessary to save our work or any kind of information into the computer system permanently for future use. That is why it is essential to have a secondary memory.